Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Heady. Of course, it is Tuesday. It's YouTube Tuesday. It's super hot, super humid. Of course, well, actually, it's not that humid. We'll talk about that. But make sure that you like and follow, and of course, hit that little bell for notifications. Everything on YouTube now. This is where we will do severe weather, severe weather, all that wonderful stuff once we go through the next few seasons. All right, so here's the good news. Humidity, it's pretty good. So this is what we call dry heat. This is kind of like Las Vegas. Now, when you have a dry atmosphere here at the surface, it's real easy to pop above 100 degrees. We usually have more humid air, and that's why our summers are usually kind of in that 94 to 98 degree range with heat indices about 105. This time, we don't have the humidity like we did a couple weeks ago, so our actual temperature is about 103 to 105. So it feels the same, but if we had the humidity out there right now, we would have a heat index of, 115, which would be way, way worse. So at least it's been a little bit better. All right, let's take a look down the road, see when we're going to see some changes. Heat advisories in effect, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas. This will stick around. Oklahoma, excessive heat warnings across the region. Look at the temps. Yesterday, mid-90s. And then, of course, we had the triple-digit heat that has rolled in for us today. Temperatures are up there, right around 102, 103 right now. But here's what I want to show you on the humidity. Look at our dew points. We're sitting mid-50s. So if you look at the dew point tracker, when you sit at 55 to 60, it's not bad. Of course, it's hot, but we don't have the high humidity. So, of course, if we were sitting at a 70, 75 degree dew point like we had a couple weeks ago, that really makes it very muggy and very soupy across the region. So our heat index this afternoon has mainly been kind of sitting right around 100 to about 105 across the area. Let's go ahead, skip ahead and see when this is going to end. Nothing going on out here. Look at the big dome of high pressure. So this is what we see in the summer months. You can see the monsoonal moisture out across parts of the southwest. That fires up those showers and thunderstorms. But as long as this area of low pressure or high pressure kind of sticks around, we see the heat. So what this does is it drives the jet stream, I'm going to show you here, way up here. And that's where all the storm systems like to hang out. But when the jet stream's way up here, we don't get much in the way of rainfall across the region. We do actually have a cold front that is going to sink in as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. It's just not going to be much cooler. All right, let's step through time. Pretty much mostly clear skies for us tonight. Backing down right around 80 degrees. Quick warm up tomorrow once again, but I want you to notice this. Look at north of I-44. You have those blue arrows. That's a cold front. So the cold front at about the noon hours on the I-44 corridor, and there's a very slim chance this could fire up one or two little isolated little thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, mainly in northeastern Oklahoma. 90% of you are going to stay dry. Probably 95% of us will stay dry, but at least there's a chance. But also with this cold front, it keeps the humidity from skyrocketing once again for us tomorrow. So heat indices will match or actually be a little bit lower than our temperature, because when you have relative humidity at 20% or 25%, you don't have those heat index values. 96 at noon, 103 during the afternoon hours. Let's go ahead tomorrow night. Still pretty much clear skies. And then as we go into Thursday, southerly winds return. Temperatures still triple digits, but because we have the southerly wind, it may bring in a little bit more humidity. In fact, let me pop back here and I'll show you something. So let's go back to this high pressure. Because it's sitting out here, you get clockwise winds around high pressure. So the winds, the upper level winds flow like this. Now, that's why we don't have the humidity. But if I erase this, let's do this. If that high pressure was, let me pop forward here and go back. In the summer, when we get this high pressure, this is actually going to happen as we go into the weekend and then also early next week. But if it shifts over here, then you get the upper level winds off the Gulf of Mexico, and that gives us the higher humidity. But because the high is to our west it gives us lower humidity. So that's kind of what we're seeing as we go through the next few days. All right, heat index tomorrow, 105, 107, which again, not much humidity. It's just our temperatures are going to be so high. And then again on Thursday, heat indices kind of 105 to about 110 across the area, which kind of stinks. Really no big storm systems in sight, so we're not going to have really much in the way of rain chances. You can see a little blob across the region on Friday, but I'm going to keep us dry. I really don't think those are going to pop up right now. I think most of those will stay to our south. As we go into the weekend, triple-digit heat really sticks around. Much of the same on Sunday, much of the same on Monday. You can see some thunderstorms farther to our north, kind of northern parts of Kansas City northward, some isolated thunderstorms. Now, I do think by late next week, we'll get a front end here. That's going to give us some better chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms, and maybe a little bit of relief from the heat. Over the next 7 days, we're not going to see it. So let's go out to 10. Slight chances for thunderstorms starting to pop up Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe we can get below 100 by next Thursday or Friday. And I do think we'll get some relief as we head into next weekend. All right, to remind you, Heady Pattern always sets up third week of September. That's when it is fully set. It starts morphing from the pattern we're in right now until that point in time, which is the third week of September. So we have now started moving from this current pattern into the new pattern. So this is what we really got to watch. We got to see if August is similar to July. If we see a switch in August, especially week 2, week 3, where we get better chances for rain and we're not seeing this triple-digit heat, that is good news for next summer, because you got to think the pattern lasts all the way through next summer. So really the month of August, you can always tell what your next summer is going to be like. And of course, we'll talk more about the Heady Pattern as it starts developing over the next couple months. All right, guys, I hope you're staying somewhat cool. And of course, we'll chat tomorrow.